Welcome back. News on the go for you now. Ekurhuleni Mayor Nkosindiphile Xhakaza is taking service delivery spot checks to Actonville and Wattville. Benoni is also under the spotlight of the mayor's service delivery outreach program, focusing on key challenges in those communities. Xhakaza is accompanied by several members of his Mayoral Committee and the relevant heads of departments to ensure swift activation responses to those challenges. SABC News Reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa is keeping up with the mayor and joins us now live. And Mbalenhle, this is much needed intervention because, of course, Ekurhuleni, like so many other metros around the country, has its fair share of service delivery issues.
The budget.
Yes, certainly. You would know that the president has spoken about service delivery and urged all metros within the province of Gauteng to prioritize service delivery. And this spot check comes on the back of that, and with the president also meeting with the Mayoral Committee in the city of Johannesburg. Now, the challenges that are faced by the different cities are more or less the same, where you talk about raw sewer running in the streets, grass being uncut, hijacked buildings in numerous cities or CBDs, be it Benoni, be it Brakpan, be it Boksburg, you name them, including Germiston, where the head of Ekurhuleni sits. It also faces the very same challenges. Some of the issues that are being addressed today are housing issues, and where we are right now is a housing project that was set to be concluded and completed within a period of 18 months, but it seems as though there have been delays. And what you see behind me is the mayor really discussing the issue and the delays and the issues that might have emerged, which have caused the delays in the completion of this block of flats. These are meant to be high-rise buildings which are intended to form part of social housing here in Benoni and Wattville, not far away, just a few meters away from Benoni. But I have some breaking news right now. It would seem as though the instability that we once saw grappling the city of Ekurhuleni might be making its way back, as we have heard on good authority that the planning committee, which sits to prepare the agenda for council, could in fact table or include a no-confidence motion in the mayor. We're joined by the mayor right now, Nkosindiphile Xhakaza, who is going to give us his views and his thoughts. We are literally just taking over and stealing him away from the people who are here to speak to him. I'm so sorry to do this to you, Mr. Mayor. But first of all, I know you are here for other business, but we need to then talk about the potential no-confidence motion that you could be facing in council. Your thoughts on this? How do you feel? Do you feel that you will be protected by your own caucus? Your feelings around this?
No, thank you very much. Masibulise kuwe sibulise abalandeli baka SABC. Mangisho ngithi, as you can see, we're at work. We're focusing on the work at hand. Our communities, they want to be safest, and we're continuing with our work to ensure that we come down to communities, we resolve people's challenges, and that's what Fridays are all about. We're here with the MMC of Human Settlements. We're here in the area of Actonville, of Benoni, and as you can see here, this is a big site, what we, the OR Tambo precinct. This is where OR Tambo remains lying. This is where the narrative center is. And really, we're also with the community members here who actually want to hear from us. What is it that we want to do about this development?
Certainly. I know they want to hear from you about that, but we would also like to hear your thoughts and your reaction on that looming no-confidence motion. I mean, you have come in and somewhat stabilized the city, and we have seen stability inside council, and the news that a no-confidence motion could potentially be tabled against you brings about concern in the eyes of the residents, given that, we've seen what the instability that causes.
Yeah, I think, we've seen a lot of frivolous motions that are flying around. I have not seen this particular one, but from what I've been briefed, is that one minority, is a one-man party, mobilize another two, man party in council. Really, when they want to be seen, they actually, do this type of theatrics. But I must say that on the 27th of February, we took an item to council because we had called for an investigation, and the new MMs of Finance led that investigation, which actually uncovered a lot of wrong things about 2 billion shortfall in revenue, about manipulation of accounts, 1,600 accounts that gets manipulated. One night, you sleep owing about 20,000. The next morning, that money is no longer there. And this is a serious mismanagement. We have then called for a forensic. We have then called for consequences on the officials that are involved. We are continuing to call for more consequences in terms of the senior officials, because we believe that this is what has contributed to some of the revenue losses. That we've got projects like this that are standing idling, that over the last 2 years we've not been able to finance. And this is a road that council elected me to actually sort out. And I think we're on course to sort out the road. And we remain focused, and we're not going to be deterred by frivolous motion. And what we're doing really now, we're beating, the bush until the tiger comes out. And when the tiger comes out, we're going to put it in the cage. And that's where we are. We've actually now called, for AG to come and do an independent investigation, because we believe that there's another hand. And we believe that some of these councillors are doing these things because they are in the hands of the people who are committing this rot. And our people, they want us to turn around the city. They want us to ensure that service providers are actually paid to continue to discharge services. Service providers are paid to actually clear our roads, to clean our city, and that is what we're here to do. So we're not worried, we're not deterred, we're focused on the job at hand, and we think council is going to be with us to actually ensure that we deal with this rot.
So when you speak about a forensic, the shortfall, right? We know there's a report that was due to be tabled before council, which was going to speak to the revenue shortfall. And are we going to see that report returning to council when it is reconvened? And do you think this is perhaps the motion is being brought in order to deter you from pursuing these forensic investigations and possibly even rather affecting consequence management? And what will you do if you find that there are those in the political rankings who might be involved in this wrongdoing?
Well, I mean, we don't want to focus on the task at hand. A task at hand is that we've uncovered the rot. We've brought the initial report to council, which was agreed, and council said they agreed they want an independent forensic. And as I'm talking to you, we are writing to AG to actually do that. But we've also said we want consequences at the senior management, because it's one thing to focus on the junior management staff. When this thing has been happening, senior management have not been accountable in this council. Every time, elections out, elections in, we're busy with ourselves. Our communities are very clear. They don't mince their word. They want action. They want it from us. It is high time that we get administrators to actually account. And in this case, the report that we're taking through to council is being blocked because, as we have indicated to you, senior management are putting some of these councillors in their pockets, and these councillors are hell-bent to do anything possible to actually see to it that this report doesn't see it through to council. We will act on it. We will escalate to the MEC of Kokta, and if it's possible, we will go to court to get a declaratory order so that we get consequences in this region. We must clean this region, this city, of the road that has contributed so much to the losses of the public money, and I am here to do that. And as I've indicated to you, I'm not worried about the motion. We are continuing, we're doing our work. As you can see, I'm with the MMC of Human Settlements, we're with the HODs, we're with the officials here, we're with the communities who stand to benefit out of this project. 264 of this community that is supposed to benefit is over, now over 5-6 years that this project has been idling, delayed. And we want management accountability, because our people, they want to hear from us. What is it that we are doing? How are we holding the officials accountable? And I must tell you, since 2021, we've seen changes here. Mayors changes and all that, but the officials, they remain the same. The same officials who are actually causing the rot, and the same officials that are mobilizing, running around here, ensuring that they mobilize politicians to put frivolous motion, because we want them to account. And we're not going to change. They must account, and until they account, we're not going to give up. We'll forge ahead and ensure that we deal with the rot and get this region back into its normality. The president is very clear. He wants us to act. And he is here and he consulted with us. He said he wants action. And it's very encouraging that the leadership is actually behind us, that they are actually saying to us, please act. There are all the instruments of government to ensure that we act. No money, no dirty money from these officials that they get through crooks that is going to deter us.
Hold on. Before I let you go, it seems as though you are putting the blame on the steps of on the doors of the officials. But what happens if some of the political leaders and the elected political officials are also involved in this? What will happen to those people? Are we also going to see consequence management in that regard?
I mean, you've seen us. We act. We came in here in 3 months' time. We're able to act on the MMC of Finance who was blocking. In fact, it is through the change that we brought a very vibrant and focused MMC of Finance who's been able to lead us through this investigation that we're dealing with. And I want to check if some of these MMCs that we've removed are actually part of trying to block this investigation and these consequences that we're calling for, because they might somehow be linked. But we don't want to draw those insinuations, because we don't want to focus now on politicians. Politicians is not...
no problem. I'm sorry, Mayor. I'm told that we have run out of time, but there you have it. Mayor in the city of Ekurhuleni, Nkosindiphile Xhakaza, saying that the motion of no confidence that is potentially going to be tabled before council is nothing but a frivolous attempt to prevent him from pursuing consequence management against those found in wrongdoing, saying that there is a revenue shortfall that needs to be addressed, which could have assisted in terms of ensuring that some of the projects are concluded in the city of Ekurhuleni. For now, though, it is back to you in studio.
Mbalenhle Mthethwa, live to us there from the city of Ekurhuleni.